Yes, Teddy, what's happening, mate? You good?
Yeah, what's happening, mate? Sorry about that. I was running a bit late from training.
It's all right, bro. Don't worry about it. What's been happening, bro?
No, not a lot. Literally just finished sparring then. Just, that's it, really. Just been getting the training in.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. It's nice to have a purpose in life. Do you know what I mean? And be training hard, training for something. And as you can see.
Yeah, you've had a knock there, haven't you?
Training with the big boys.
How I normally started, Terry, is just asking how you first got into fighting, bro, and where it all started for you.
Yeah.
The cut on your nose as well there.
Yeah. It's an old one. It just, when you keep knocking the skin off, it's a pain in the ass.
So where did it all start for you then, Terry?
So I just fell into it accidentally, really. I was in the army. It's just fate. It's just fate, really. So I was a little shit growing up, just always fighting on the street, trying to be someone. Do you know what I mean? Trying to. I grew up with all the older lot. Really, I left school early. Had a bit of a violent upbringing with my old man. He was in that generation of just pissheads. Do you know what I mean? Finish work, go down the pub, pisshead, come home, take it out on his family type thing. So I grew up like that, and then I think I ended up chinning my old man when I was about 13 or something, and I knocked him down. And at that stage, I thought, "Shit, I've got something here." and then, to be honest, from that stage, I was getting bullied at school at the same time. So at that stage, when I knocked my old man out when I was like 13, not shortly after that, I see the geezer that was bullying me. He was a couple of years older than me, and I beat him up as well. And then I thought, I thought I've got something naturally here. And then, like my older brother used to have me fighting, like him and his mates used to have me fighting under like the local train station tube. So we used to meet down there, like, local kids all fighting to be the hardest type thing. And then, so I've always grown up a bit like that. And then I was getting in a bit of bother when I was younger. And I had my daughter. I joined the army. I had my daughter, sorry. And
was it the paratroopers you were in?
Yeah, so I had my daughter, and then at that stage I thought I've got to turn my life around. I got in a bit of trouble, which obviously wasn't me, and it got chucked out of court. And my mum, who's not here with us now, but she asked me to promise that I'd change my life or turn my life around. So I literally got on the tube the next day, went up to Wembley Careers Office, went and joined the army, straight up to Colchester, joined the Irish Guards originally, and then from the Irish Guards went to the paratroopers because they're more of they're the boys. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to be in the army, that's who you want to be with. So went in the army, done Afghan stuff.
How did you find the army, Terry?
What's that? Sorry.
How did you find it being in the army?
Oh, I loved it. I felt like I was at home. Do you know what I mean? Listen, the British Army recruit from the worst places in the country. Liverpool Town Centre, London Town Centre, Manchester Town Centre, and so you can imagine the people that are there, people that haven't got anything, they're just signing up because they haven't got anything. They come from nothing. So I was with everyone that was the same as me, basically. Look, just from the paras alone, you got Jack Marshman, Ellis. I mean, you got a couple of boys that are in the UFC just from free para, just from the boys that I was with. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It breeds a certain type of person, I guess. And done the army, got medically discharged in 2013 after the last tour of Afghan. And then I was just angry, if I'm honest, because obviously I come from fighting and getting in trouble. Yeah. And then I joined the army and it sorted my life right out. And then they just chucked me out, to be honest. And I was on my arse, and I just thought, I was just angry. So I went into the gym in Windsor, NFM Windsor, under Dean Hammerzinger. And I was there 5 days, and I think they had an inter-club. And at the end of the class, they said, has everyone signed up for the inter-club? Like all the boys that have been training for years. And I said, where'd you sign? And he laughed at me. He said, you've only been doing it a week. And I said, where is it? And they put down your name and how many fights you want to take part in. And I just said, however many. And then so I went in that Saturday and ended up fighting 2 people, one K1 and one MMA. Bear in mind, I've been doing it 5 days, no No.
We didn't do it previously as a youngster.
No martial arts
training
experience, no boxing experience, nothing. Just literally been able to. I knew I could fight. I knew I had heart. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I've been kicked the fuck out of. Do you know what I mean? And got up and fight. Look, if you on the street, if you go down, you get back up because otherwise you stay down, and sometimes you know what I mean. That can end up real bad. So anyway, yeah, I went in on the Saturday. I fought James Reedman, who just beat me up and started arm barring me. I was thinking, what is he doing? but they let him carry on. And then another kid, he's a good Muay Thai fighter. And I remember just going at him, and he was just chinning me, kicking me, and I just kept fighting. I remember walking out the cage, and Dean Hammersinger grabbed me on the neck, and he went, "What you done in there, I can't teach." He said, "I can teach you everything else." But he said, "Not many people have got that. Stick with it." And I went with him every day. He sort of turned into my mentor. To be honest, I was a bit suicidal at the time. I was in a bad place. And you know, I owe it to Dean. Dean literally saved my life at that stage of my life.
Great stuff, mate.
And within, I think, 3 years, I was fighting for the BAMMA World title. Oh, no, the BAMMA British title against Walter Gahadza. And then beat him. Then the next fight was Alex Lahore for the world title, beat him. Then the fight after that was Reece McKee, beat him. And I just thought, yeah, I've got something here. And then obviously Bellator signed me. Unfortunately, the Reece McKee fight, I cut down to lightweight. And just because I've done it once, I signed as a lightweight, and I shouldn't have done it. I was unbeaten at welterweight.
Was that the French kid you fought?
No. So Reece McKee was my first lightweight fight. He was obviously a former UFC fighter. They signed him to the UFC after my fight, to be honest. So anyway, yeah, because I made lightweight and I beat him. Obviously, Bellator signed me as a lightweight. Then I had five fights as lightweight and only won 2 of them, and it was doing my head in, to be honest. And then obviously that's why I retired. I got knocked out because I was dehydrated. I cut 10 kilos on the morning of the weigh-in. I was dehydrated, got knocked out, had memory loss, all this crazy shit, and that's why I retired. And then on retirement, I was just living the dream, getting fit with my boy in Portugal, and then got a phone call of Nick Chapman, who I trained. I was his training partner for his world title, his UCMMA world title. Anyway, he rang me up and was like, "Are you up for some of this BKB or BKFC?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" And then here we are. And that's pretty much a full rundown of my fight career.
So it was no hesitation, straight away. Yeah, I'll do it.
Mate, at the end of the day, when you've been 50 meters away from the Taliban, they're on one side of the road and you're on the other, and you're throwing grenades at each other and shooting each other. Once you've been in that situation, there's not a man on earth that I wouldn't fight, because you just think, there's a geezer in the ring. If it gets that bad, he's going to step in. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, another big factor in why I accepted this, me and my mate Scott Morland, who's a K1 fighter, a real good K1 fighter, we was out in Windsor with my missus, and I got jumped in the toilet. Literally no reason, and that's no bullshit. I was having a piss, and geezer sideswiped me, and they tried beating me up in the toilet, and I ended up knocking 2 of them out and dropping the 3rd one. And I got out and managed to get out of the toilet and whistled my pal. And so we all got kicked out of this place, and basically there was like 10 of them outside, and this isn't no exaggeration. You know, people say there's 10 of them, and really there's 3 of them. There was genuinely 10. There was 10 of these blokes, and they just started beating us up basically, and we were dropping them, like knocking them out, going down, getting a kick in, getting up, fighting. I broke my hand. Had a right good go. I'd like to say we won, and then at that stage, I just thought, I'm going into town, getting jumped and fighting for nothing. I'm not getting nothing for it. Do you know what I mean? So how bad can it be? Do you know what I mean? One other man in a cage, you know, he's flesh, bone and blood, the same as me. How bad can it be, type thing? So when I got the phone call, it was quite nice. I just thought, yeah, why not? Give it one last go, one last run.
Do you know much about your opponent, Danny Christie, who you'll be fighting on the 20th of August?
Nah, listen, that's the thing. You look at, there's nothing on him. There's nothing online. You know, he might have been some amateur boxer when he was younger. But anyone he keeps saying he's been boxing since he was 8 years old. Well, he's 37. So if you've been boxing for 29 years and no one knows who you are, you ain't that fucking good. Do you know what I mean? That's the way that's my outlook on it. He's known for having a straightener in a gym with some roidhead that don't move his head. He's slow. Everyone he spars with or anything I confide on him, he's fighting someone that's fucking blown up and stuck in the mud and slow. That's all I'm taking from it, really. He's tough. He can take a shot. You know, he likes doing videos telling everyone how hard he is. and that's about it. I'll get sent some clips and that. I can't listen to him. He talks way too much. He's probably a nice kid. Do you know what I mean? I don't know him personally, and I'm not.
Have you ever spoke to Danny?
No. He's probably a nice kid. He's trying to do his thing. He's trying to be a YouTuber or whatever he's doing. He's doing his stories on, you know, whatever. Each to their own. You know, fair play. I don't knock anyone. I've had nothing. I come from nothing. And if someone's trying to build themselves up and trying to make a living for their family, then you can't knock them. And I'm not going to knock him. You know, that being said, he ain't ever fought in an arena. You know, look at all my fights. All my last 10 fights have been in arenas. Do you know what I mean? I know what that pressure's like. And yeah, I just feel like I'm on a different league. I'm a different caliber to anyone who's ever fought. You know, I'm no Decker Heggie that's fucking on the Decker and fucking going to stand in front of him and just trade blows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So do you have any predictions for the fight?
Nah, it's a fight. You're mad. Like, listen, we're going to knock chunks out of each other and there's going to be a lot of blood. You know, that's my prediction. It's going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be a crowd pleaser. I think it's a good matchup. You know, and I'm going to come off victorious. But you know, the kid's tough. He's going to bring it, and I don't doubt it. So, you know, I'm just excited to be in there. Listen, I was in Portugal, living the dream, having a few drinks, got a phone call. Do you want to fight in Wembley in 8 weeks? Who gets that? Do you know what I mean? So I'm just I'm grateful and I'm blessed. You know, it's probably, I think it's my 3rd or 4th time I've fought in Wembley Arena. It's my local area. There's 150 people going up. I'm supposed to be going up on the train, but I think there's a train strike. It's like 2 stops away from where I live. You know, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm buzzing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think my MMA career turned into a job. The money and the expectation was so great that it becomes stressful.
Yeah.
And then because it becomes stressful, I put pressure on myself to be maybe more skillful than what I actually am. I'm a fighter. All my fights I should have never have won. You know, you look at Alex Ahoy, is an amazing skilled athlete. Walter Gahadza, Reese McKee. Technically, in the gym, all of them beat me. Alex Ahoy used to be my training partner. I've never won 1 second with him in the gym. Like, but you put me in a fight with anyone, I'm gonna bring it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't look great in the gym at all, but you can definitely count on me bringing a fight on the night.
I'm looking forward to it, mate. What a great fight it's going to be.
Yes.
And before we wrap it up, bro, is there any shout outs or anything you'd like to tell the viewers?
Yeah, listen, Paul's Battalion, they're my sponsor, my exclusive sponsor. Get onto them, follow them. They help veterans and anyone else in need, actually. They're a massive support network for veterans and lads in the army and stuff. I'm a massive supporter of mental health awareness. So much crazy stuff's going on at the minute in the world. Do you know what I mean? I've literally just lost one of my best friends a couple of weeks ago to suicide. You know, I heard the same thing. Paddy Pimblett exactly went through the same thing a couple of weeks ago. This is crazy times we live in.
It's every other week now, isn't it?
Mate, this is why I'm just enjoying the process. I'm buzzing for it. I'm not going to sit here and slate someone off and bring all that negative shit to everyone's evening. You know, he's balls are big enough to get in there. So am I. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a good night for everyone watching. Get down to Wembley. The fight card is amazing. BKFC has smashed it. And that's it, really. Do you know what I mean? I'm all about just being positive. And let's all have a good night, and you know, there'll be blood everywhere, I'm sure.
Sweet, mate. I'll be there on the night, so hopefully I can grab
you.
an interview off you after your fight.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. A winning interview.
Spot on. What I'll do, mate, if you send that your sponsor over on Instagram, I'll put it in the description of the video.
Oh, wicked. Oh, I appreciate that. Nice one. Thank you.
No worries, mate. I really appreciate your time, Terry. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah, cheers, brother. Nice one, mate.
See you later, mate. Ta-ra.
Nice one.